If you are in sales, sales management, and you want to learn how to become a better leader, then you should subscribe to the channel to learn the tools and techniques that will scale your upward mobility and propel your company growth remarkably fast. Sales are down. Examine the man in the mirror. Growth has stalled, revenue has stalled. You are now under the magnifying glass. Everyone is looking at you, and you are stressed. You don't know how to resolve this dilemma. Is it a market shift? A failed marketing strategy? Are your sales reps chasing the wrong opportunities? Maybe they are targeting the wrong verticals with declining potential and appeal? Alarmed senior management may start asking you, what's happening to your team? Is it a training issue? A behavioral issue? A marketing issue? Or is it you? You start to panic, think, my sales reps are doing everything they can to drum up business. We have several deals in the funnel at different stages, but we are getting resistance to close these deals. We lost a key customer lately, even though we tried our best to retain him. The competition seems fierce and unstoppable. Our new product launch has been too slow and riddled with technical issues that created major client frustration and require the sales reps to assist instead of focusing on new sales. Based on your experience, you know that salespeople do not cope well with insecurities. They do not deal well with sudden shifts in organizational directions, and they certainly do not do well when they are being blamed for others' missteps. Salespeople often feel that other supporting cross-functional departments such as finance, credit, and marketing are not supportive. Hence, creating anxiety as salespeople depend on them to facilitate the sales process and contribute to customer service excellence. Salespeople are wired to adapt to complex environments. However, adaptation takes effort, distract from objectives. Sales managers should understand individual trigger and lead the team through complexity and uncertainty to achieve the required goals. What are the company's strategic goals? How can you help the team accomplish them? How can you overcome your competitor's product's advantage? How can you grow your key account? Who can educate the team on how to achieve sales objectives? What sales activities should you focus on? Are your sales reps equipped for battle? Are they trained and ready to execute? Do your sales reps know how to eliminate resistance and close deals? Are your sales reps committed to win while providing great customer service? Sales leaders must understand that the quality of their salespeople and level of preparation defines the revenue outcome for the whole organization. All senior management across functions must realize they all depend on their clients' revenue to expand and prosper. The only door to growth is to retain existing customers and expand the existing portfolio through new business acquisition. That means everyone depends on sales to create revenue, and the organization's success depends on the strength of the sales organization. Healthy sales organization create healthy sales cultures. Moving beyond quota achievements to ensure multidimensional performances. Congratulations. Your team has achieved quota, and you are all making bonuses. Is that all? Upon close inspection, client retention is terrible. The salespeople attrition is at 50%, and you must compress margin to compete. You are barely achieving revenue growth. You do not feel at ease, and when you dig deep, it feels like you are standing in quicksand. You are not wowing your clients and you are losing your existing large customers to your competitors. To top it, you are losing market share at an alarming pace, the customer service is below par, and the functionality of your products/services is average. You are behind in production efficiency and delivery effectiveness. While you are keeping afloat, you know that the grounds upon which you stand is crumbling. Should you focus on quota attainment or ensure that the field intelligence is shared with senior management to consider? I think you know the answer. Sales leaders should always focus on the multi-dimensions that facilitates performances. Organizations often get lost in the moment. They need thoughtful sales leaders who regularly provide feedback, insight, and directions to allow the top management to strategize and adjust. The organization's success is in the hands of everyone, regardless of the job or title. No one should rest on his or her laurels whether the quota is attained or not. Predicting market trends and facing current market reality is the job of every sales leader. Hitting goals is a short-term indicator. Sustained sales objectives achievement is the goal. Healthy financial, gain of market share, and customer satisfaction should be the ultimate goal. The latter are the long-term indicators of any healthy business. History has shown that several companies went out of business even though they showed acceptable business results. Studies have shown that these companies never predicted sudden market shift or innovative disruptive technologies that changed demand dynamics. The way companies had operated in the past is no longer the way the customer interact, consume information, shop, or self-educate. Customer behavior is changing fast. Buying behaviors are influenced by many social media factor, company brand, review scoring, attention span is getting shorter. It's getting harder to sell unless the company is reaching to its potential prospects via multi-channel with customized content and great context. Great sales leaders focus tactically on the team activities to ensure continued progress and goal attainment, but they also gather field intelligence and feedback to keep a pulse on all the potential threats that can disrupt their industry. Always reward your salespeople achieve success. You are hot. Your team is killing it this month. You cannot believe your team production. Everyone seems to be riding high. Achievement of this magnitude seems unreal. You constantly cross-check the numbers and validate progress. You are pumped because you know your boss is going to be proud, and he may even ask you to share your strategy with other sales leaders so they can share and reinforce the same behavior with their team members. When this reality occurs, it behooves you to reward your sales reps appropriately for their hard work. There are many ways you can reward them. You can choose between: recognize publicly your top producers for a job well done. Allow your top performers to educate the rest of the team. Offer a paid day off. Offer a paid meal delivery for a week. Consider monetary rewards. Send a thank you note with gift card. Take them out for a congratulatory dinner with your boss. Allocate a company paid weekend vacation. Consider top producer for future project or promotions. Many companies organize awards at the end of the year, and they reward whichever sales team or salesperson has been most productive throughout the year. Many send their top 5% to President Club where they have a wonderful time with their partners and look forward to join the next year. Salespeople love rewards. They work hard to achieve financial rewards, but many work hard for the joy of recognition that stimulates their ego and pumps their pride. These are intrinsic attributes. However, they are just as important as a financial gain. Many salespeople work hard to join the rank of leadership, so there should be a clear path for anyone that exudes the right managerial required attributes. Incentives are powerful motivation factors. Salespeople will work twice as hard to be recognized for extraordinary achievements. Job title change can be a great motivator as well. For example, promoting someone from an account executive to a senior account executive can make a huge difference in the way they perceive themselves. Adding a financial bonus to that achievement will trigger the desire of other sales reps to achieve the same rights. I have witnessed a huge spike in productivity in a company that simply allocated a special assistance number to its top sales force, reducing the wait time to get assistance. The sales reps that have access to this quicker live help were thrilled with the service, so they promoted it internally. Everyone wanted to become part of that top 5% just to access that privilege. Sales spiked because of it. The company almost doubled its sales force productivity because of it. Another company sent its top 10 winners along with their family into an all-paid weekend trip to exotic places. The quarterly winners had scored top place in one specific revenue bucket, allowing people to win by focusing on different bucket that the company wanted to drive. Results were phenomenal, and the energy was contagious, as everyone has a chance to win a family all-paid expense every quarter. Similar creative action is an excellent way to bring out optimum productivity from your sales team because they will feel like they are recognized and valued. Smart strategies as the above get you to have teams of sales reps firing on all guns, and you get to have healthy competition in the work environment. Organize regular training exercises for your team. If you try to read back, you will see I mentioned that the business climate is a dynamic environment. Almost every force in life affects the business industry. New regulation announcements, climate issues, political turmoil, or even stocks drop might significantly affect the business industry for a specific period. There is absolutely no room for inflexibility as times change, and people must change with the times or risk being left behind. If you don't constantly update your knowledge and are still actively in business, then your success is questionable at best. To stay profitable, you will need to keep your sales team up to speed in terms of new business trends and marketing strategies. As a sales leader, you will need to organize regular training sessions for the development of your staff. You will also need to encourage them to grow and get better and adapt to shifting trends in the market. Let's face it, a workshop is usually a dull affair that focuses on productivity. Many salespeople despise training unless it creates value that sets them apart from their counterparts. However, when the training is well organized, stimulating, and engaging, salespeople will look forward to it. General Electric is known to have amazing training. People look forward to them as they experience the added value derived from them. Good training improves capability in core areas. It expands knowledge of salespeople, It addresses weaknesses in workplace skills, improves performance, creates consistency, increased salespeople job satisfaction, and it creates internal business connectivity and harmony. Trim off the deadwood. Whether you like it or not, perennial underperformers will need to go. They are toxic to be around top performers. Get real and terminate them. They are slowing down everyone else, and they are eroding the team morale. Your legacy has to do with how you tolerate and manage these perennial underperformers. If you have done everything humanly possible to turn them around and they simply didn't have the necessary will to swim of their own, make the right tough decision and let them go. As the saying goes, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. You must keep reinforcing your chain links so that even your weakest link is stronger than the strongest links of your competitors. It is impossible to attain perfection, but it is not unwise to strive for it. Yes, it is a good idea to work as a team and forge bonds to maximize output, where each member has a high point that contributes to the overall growth of the team. Business is like a jungle. There is no mercy, the strongest take it all. Make sure you surround yourself with the best players, identify constantly the bottom producers, and help them as much as possible. However, be swift with termination when they show no sign of progress. How to identify the deadwood? They are always unable to achieve their goals in a consistent manner. They realize sporadic wins, often by pure accident. Their skill set is extremely unreliable. They use excuses to justify underperformance. They deliberately refuse to adjust to shifting market trends and demand. They are not engaged, show little initiative, and are strictly reactive. You exhausted all your resources to help them. As soon as you hit the last point, it is time to let them go. You can choose to move them to another department, but they cannot remain with the sales team. They are slowing the others down. They can no longer be tolerated there. It may not be their fault, they may be trying their hardest, but we're not built for sales. It is not a personal decision, it is a decision for the team. If you do not make that decision, you risk losing the members of your team who are useful and efficient. They will no longer be able to tolerate the person you have refused to let go, so they will find an environment where effectiveness is demanded of everyone. Woe's you if that environment is your rival's company. The sales management role can be extremely challenging. You are accountable to your team members, senior management, your peers, customers, vendors, and business partners. If you don't take control over your calendar and prioritize tasks, you will get overwhelmed, and you will inevitably fail to lead your team to success. Your job is to drive your team members to create exceptional results by focusing on high-value strategic sales performance metrics. I appreciate you watching the whole video. Do me a favor? Please subscribe, like, and comment if you like this video. Thanks a bunch.